Hi and welcome to HR Study. Today we will be discussing about employees' dismissal procedure in Malaysia. Before we go any further in this topic, we should know what is the meaning of dismissal. Dismissal simply means termination of employment by the employer. For this to happen, there must be a valid and good reason for a dismissal, and the dismissal should be carried out fairly. Otherwise, the employee may have a personal grievance claim against employer. There are many fair reasons to terminate an employee's contract. By following proper process and observing employer legal obligations around notice and reason should help minimize claims of unfair dismissal. A poorly executed termination can result not only in a lawsuit but also affect the team morale between the rest of the staff. Alternative approaches can be used when dealing with a problematic staff, such as retraining. Malaysian Employment Act 1955, the right to terminate and to dismiss an employee is entirely the prerogative of the management. Having said that, in Malaysia an employee can only be terminated due to valid and justified reasons of disciplinary cases or misconduct and poor work performance. Definition of employee. The main labor laws that are relevant to employment relations in Malaysia are: 1. The Employment Act, EA. 1955. 2. Industrial Relation Act, IRA, 1967. Employment relationship is a contractual one. 1. EA refers to it as contract of service. 2. IRA refers to it, contract of employment. Employee means any person or class of persons, one included in any category in the first schedule to the extent specified therein, or 2 in respect of whom a minister makes an order under subsection 3, or Section 2A. Whereas under the Industrial Relations Act, the word workman is used. Workman simply means any person employed under a contract of employment without being restricted to the amount of wages or the type of occupation. Definition of employee under Employment Act. 1. Any person, irrespective of his occupation, who has entered into a contract of service with an employer under which such person's wages do not exceed 2,000 ringgit a month, which means not more than 2,000 ringgit Malaysia. 2. Any person who, irrespective of the amount of wages he earns in a month, which means any amount, has entered into a contract of service with an employer in pursuance of which, 1. He is engaged in manual labor including such labor as an artisan or apprentice,